Boo.
What do you do? Do you have a job around
At
here?
least you're not an owl.
All right, YouTube stream started. Twitch stream started. Welcome in, everybody. It's oh my god. How you doing tonight?
That's a loaded question. How are you?
Kind of blondish.
I'm peachy.
Color? Yeah.
Good, good.
Hopefully the snap jaws are sleeping tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Are you on duty?
I am.
Can I go on duty?
Yes, you may.
Tell him no.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry, the doctor under the director has said no.
Okay. Then I'm not going on duty. I'll just stand here and let you guys
No.
know if somebody comes to me.
No, you
All right.
definitely go on duty. I'm
Definitely go on duty.
Howdy, Doc.
Yes.
Hello.
I recognize you now.
Oh, look, it's all four of us.
I
right.
know. If only Evelyn was here, then we'd have the whole department. Oh, almost the whole department. That new apprentice I haven't seen in multiple days, so I
Oh,
may...
the one that you were speaking with when I came in with a broken
Mhm.
leg? Or
Mhm.
not broken, but sprained.
Sprained, yes. I do believe I might be. I'm gonna give it a few more days, but because I will wait a week.
Yeah,
When
what did you
was
even
that?
do?
Do you remember?
Yesterday.
No, it wasn't yesterday.
Oh no. But he's talking about was yesterday. But yes, that. Do you remember when that was?
When what was?
Welcome.
I'm so
Hi.
sorry for smacking you with my horse.
Oh no, you're fine. It was just really funny. Honestly, it didn't even hurt. She just kind of brushed past me.
I'm surprised. He is a monster. I was
He
trampling
is.
on wolves earlier.
Oh, wonderful.
What a brave boy.
Yes, my horse also just kind of looks at wolves running underneath her and goes, "All right."
I want
That's
a horse
fine.
like that.
Right? Oh, the Clydesdales are so brave.
Mine is an American standard bred.
Doc, was it Sunday?
It might have been Sunday.
Oh, for the order, what would you like?
Yes. Well, I would love the prickly pear lemonades.
Okay.
And then whatever you have more of, or whatever is easier to make, either the enchiladas or the tacos, they're both amazing.
They're
It's
about the
all
same.
Purple pants.
Everybody gets the tacos, but people don't know the enchiladas actually feed you a little bit more.
I have noticed that. I'm allergic to the enchiladas.
I think
both.
everybody just loves tacos, and I'm like, okay, I make
just-
these enchiladas to fill you a bit more.
Tacos are handheld. Enchiladas, you gotta use your fork.
That's true. It is a little harder on the back of a horse.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Just tilt the whole plate enchilada and all into your mouth.
Oh yeah, just scoop it in.
Mm-hmm.
I do put a little bit of peppers in it, so it's a little spicy. So I wouldn't recommend scarfing it down, but how many did you want?
All of them.
Can I start with 20 of each?
Oh,
Yeah, I can do that.
20.
And then usually for actually I'll have to look at my prices. What's your Telegram?
It's
CK1503.
1503.
Ah!
CK15.
$23.
Yes, and if you
Okay.
do forget it, there's I have posters around every town.
Okay.
Yeah, they're right next to yours, Miss Cassidy.
Oh, lovely. I haven't looked at the pin board at all this morning.
Oh no,
I
that's
was
understandable.
I was told the sheriff might have thrown a hissy fit about my note that I left, but they left a note in my saloon, so I'm gonna have to look at it, I guess. But it is what it
I
is.
suppose. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get to that. I'll probably have it for you tomorrow if that's okay.
That's
I might
perfectly
just
fine.
be able
There's no
to grab
rush.
them from the saloon tonight if I have enough. But But I'll
And
definitely.
if you
let
don't,
know.
we can wait. It's just more of I've been meaning to talk to all the saloon orders or saloon owners and get either an order or like an agreement set up, sort of thing. So like with Miss Farley, instead of doing orders, we're just doing an open tab for on-duty medical personnel.
Oh, of course.
Instead of orders with her, but I also talked to the AJ who owns the grazing mare, but I want to give business to all the saloon owners. So I saw you and I was like, oh, I haven't seen you.
Yeah, and since you're buying things in bulk too, like I'll lower the price for like a bulk order.
Mm-hmm.
Probably take like a dollar off of each item. You know what I mean? Since you're buying quite a
Yes.
bit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well, that works fine for me.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't make you do full price if you're buying a bunch of things. All right, I'm actually gonna ride down there and check to see what I got. So I'll send a telegram shortly.
All right, that sounds lovely. Be careful of the little pervert.
The what?
Yeah, isn't he out in Saint Denis though?
I thought he was too until he grabbed me outside Thieves' Landing.
Lord have mercy.
He's around here somewhere.
He's somewhere.
A little pervert?
Little pervert.
Little pervert in a green hat.
Oh, no, we can't be
Lovely.
having that.
Von Claire of the Saint and Clair and the Derriere and the underwear. Whatever
See-
his name was.
Like I said, I wonder if there's a correlation to the locals. Speaking of somebody pretending they want to shine people's shoes and then stealing people's shoes.
That sounds like something a little pervert would do.
Yeah, there were people outside the Saint Denis Bank talking about it. So now I'm wondering.
I should make a poster. Wanted. Little pervert.
Wanted pervert.
Stealing people's toes.
You gonna put a bounty on him?
Oh, no. I don't got that kind of money.
Damn.
$23.
All right.
Should I do it for 20?
We'll pay for food, for information. Cover your bar tab.
We'll pay in bandages.
Whoa.
Or that.
Hold on.
That's a little
Wait.
steep for my blood.
Gotta make those.
I was about to say we have to make those bandages. Actually, might need to up the price on those slightly. I need to go over the base numbers for how much those cost.
I was gonna say I'm all out of bandages and I wanted to buy some, but if you don't have any,
No,
I'm
we
totally
do. We
fine.
do. I have been back and forth making bandages.
how much are you selling them for?
I don't think
$1.50.
Can I get
Busy,
10
busy,
of them?
busy.
Let me run to the bank real
Well, good.
quick.
Because I was ready to say the Q word.
No, I
Quiet
mean,
word?
we had a big window of quiet, then it got real busy for a while.
Oh, okay.
And then it's been quiet again. Except for the little pervert.
Well, as long as he's not making medical nuisances.
No, he's just trying to drown Dr. Kent.
That's not very nice.
Was not very
Nope.
nice.
Drowning
Little
Dr.
pervert tried
Kent.
to drown Dr. Kent.
What?
Yeah, but he was so busy trying to tell me his super long name that he's the Saint Pierre Von Air Derriere of the underwear with the eclair and something. And then he shot his gun up in the air and ran away. And I think he forgot he was supposed to drown her and shoot me. So I just untied her and we came here. He's about 3'5".
I've seen him only once, and it was
Okay.
he was sitting on a cliff outside Strawberry.
My
He's
favorite
something.
number today is 63.
What the fuck?
But we
Okay.
made it out unscathed, so
There's a pervert running around chat.
that's really about it. The only medical emergencies have been the two of us because we can't seem to stop getting hurt. Oh, and then that orange-haired fellow. I don't remember his name. Yeah, I can't recall his name. He had a gunshot wound and a wolf bite. We had to poke around him for a little bit, but besides that, pretty quiet.
Good grief. Is he shorter than Dr. Kent?
Who?
Maybe.
The pervert.
The little pervert? Yeah, he's like half her size.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
I've never seen anybody that short unless it was a child.
He is, when I walked over and he was yelling at me, he was yelling at my thigh.
might he be so small?
I don't know. Maybe his parents didn't feed him.
Didn't eat enough carrots.
Mm-hmm.
I got a pocket full of carrots. I'll give him one if I see him. Come here, little guy. Got a carrot for you.
He might tie you up.
Hey, Miriam, what's your lip shoe size?
65.
She's running crazy.
Yeah, she is.
Guns
On a
mission
mission.
out
wow.
of county. I need him to come back.
He's out of county. The fuck did he go?
Yeah, I don't know. He said something about family and a farm and something that he'll be around sporadically as he moves things from the farm to back here.
Oh, does he have an apprentice? He was talking about. Oh, where's Ethan at?
I don't know. I've been out of this office all day today. And I haven't seen anybody.
All right.
I saw someone sweeping
Thank
earlier,
you.
but they didn't say hi or anything. Usually the
Oh, I
people
did.
that work here say hi and have they have their signs up and everything. So they didn't have
Oh,
any
yeah.
signs or anything,
Well,
so I
thank you very
didn't think they
much.
were
I
open.
appreciate it. I've been keep getting attacked by wolves, so those are gonna be needed. Why the hell are there so many wolves outside of Armadillo? I don't understand.
Will?
Yeah, I need to go check my telegrams. I think maybe. I just did. Well, I can't talk. I did just wake up, so I should probably get a cup of mocha and go check my telegrams.
You
I
have
got
fun.
an extra cup in my pocket if you want it.
Oh, I got some too. I slept on it, so it stayed warm.
I might go rest my eyes now that there's other medical staff around.
What was your name again,
Okay.
Doctor?
I think I'm good for now. I do have a few splits.
Someone should tell her she's yelling.
Luckily, I haven't had to use them yet. Which
They're
I'm
in the
surprised.
office.
I'll say we could let her play
That's
out.
Dr. Howlett.
I'm Dr. Howlett, yes. I get distracted
Howlett.
real easily. I fall off horses.
Okay. Well,
Got a
it's
wicked
nice to
good
meet you.
stitch, though. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I don't believe I got your name.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I'm Boone. Boone Green.
Oh, nice to meet you. These are the shears.
Yep.
Look how easy that was.
Dr. Shears and Shears.
You got it.
Dr. Shears and not Dr. Shears.
Nope, not a doctor.
People meet my brother. They're like Dr. Howlett and Mr. Howlett. Like,
Somebody was saying how tall Mr. Howlett was the other day, and I was like, I've met the fella. He's not that tall. I mean, I've
Yeah.
met taller, but they were
No,
talking
my
much further.
my brother's very tall.
I remember him. He was very tall and very bald.
Mm-hmm. Well, he got I don't know if he took a possum or
Alrighty.
something, and he's got a hair thing going on, but try not to look. Try not to stare at it.
Okay.
I think he's trying to grow his hair. I don't really know. He's got something on his head.
Being bald is perfectly fine.
Oh, don't
Who?
run everybody over.
I need a wolf.
Y'all stay safe.
Thank you. You as well.
You too.
Take care.
Who
I'm
has
gonna
the
go
thing?
dump these herbs.
Who has what thing?
Well, I didn't put them on the
I
floor.
don't know. Who was trying to grow a thing or something?
Oh,
Give him
my
to
brother's
me.
trying to grow his hair back.
Rude.
Oh.
Saw that
Rude.
hair. I thought it was an animal at first.
The love letters, chat. She wrote me
I thought
love
he took
letters
the
when we went on a
blacksmith's advice, started
business
wearing
trip
animal
back in
hats.
2017. The bunny was chewing on them.
Is rather furry.
Mm-hmm.
I threw them on the
We
floor.
were just saying
I've
that,
kept them since
someone brought up
2017. You're welcome.
To
There you go.
Shears that Mr. Howlett
Goodbye.
is tall, and they were like, "Oh, no, James is not that tall." And they're like, "No, his brother." And they're like, "Oh, no, yes, he's very tall." So I'm tall, taller than average, but I'm not tall.
That's fair.
There's something preventing me from drinking my coffee here next to this window.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah, you
Do
need to. You don't want to get any splashes on the sign. It's a rather nice one.
Well, this was quite the adventure.
Today was something.
You gonna be
Fun.
around for a while?
Was something. Yes.
What was that?
Yes. I will.
All right. I'm gonna head inside for about an hour or two and rest my eyes, and then I'll send you a telegram.
All right, that sounds.
We'll get back to windmilling and urban. See you all in a bit.
Have a good rest.
I need to make more bandages.
I haven't made any bandages. Do you want me to do it? Is everything in there?
Everything should be in there. If you want to try your hand at it. Sorry, jeez. I would recommend trying and using the shelves over this corner. Just because it might give you a little bit of elbow room.
Dump my coffee for a second. I gotta get the ingredients, I think,
yeah.
right?
Yes, the ingredients should be over here, and I would try and get into the shelves on this corner. Just because,
right here, just right here.
Yeah, just because if you're too close to Mrs. Shears, you are going to throw an elbow into her face.
I'm getting out of his way.
Yes, I was briefly held hostage earlier.
I heard by the little pervert.
Yes, it was an experience.
Apparently he tried to drown you?
Yes, he did forget about it, though, which I believe...
Bandage, cloth, and herbal salve.
It's fine by me.
I guess I'm thankful that he forgot about you, but why?
Well, because at that moment, Mr. Howlett rode up, and he got quite busy with threatening Mr. Howlett, so...
Fascinating.
It was an experience.
How are you feeling after being nearly drowned unbound?
Like the next time I see him, I won't be running at him to ask him questions.
I forgot you did that in Strawberry.
Yesterday. I do feel like that was a lesson learned.
How'd you run into him this time?
Oh, he found me.
Uh-huh, okay.
We were outside Thieves Landing searching for Feverfew, and we ran upon that house on the hill with the windmill.
Okay.
And we were up, well, Mr. Howlett and I were up on the windmill.
Burdock,
Also,
mint, empty jar,
a bit of
beeswax.
advice, a word of advice. If you really are feeling like a
Burdock,
sit 3,
mint.
don't do it near a ledge.
Don't do it. What near a ledge? I'm sorry.
If you're feeling like sitting in a 3 style, don't do it near a ledge.
Did you fall off a ledge by any chance?
Yes.
What?
The windmill. It's that windmill. Thankfully, is short because it's already on a hill, so it doesn't need to be tall. It's much like falling out of a tree. Knocked the wind out of me. I kind of sat there for a second.
Is that why everyone was saying you fell off of a roof?
No, I fell off of a roof because I fell off of a roof. That was yesterday.
Where's the wax?
You do sure seem a bit prone to getting injured.
Really, just the past 2 days.
It's been exciting.
It's been very exciting. I don't believe I've ever been this injured before in my life. I guess that's what the Wild West will do to you. However, so I had just fallen off of the windmill, and I was standing there, and Mr. Howlett also had fallen off of the windmill, because he also was feeling like sitting in a 3 manner, and we both walked off that windmill, quite against our will.
And I guess you met the little pervert at the bottom?
Yes, I was standing there staring at Mr. Howlett, explaining to him that it looked like he rolled his ankle and he needed to apply a splint. And because unlike landing flat on his back like I did, he tried to land on his feet.
America.
I understand that. That happened to me when I fell off the horse fighting a cougar.
Yes. And so he was applying the splint, he asked me for a splint, so I had just given him the splint and explained to him how they were properly used. And the little pervert ran up with the lasso out and looked at me. And I started running so I could pull out my throwing knives.
I started running.
He caught up to me and tied me up and put me on his horse and then rode off while Mr. Hallett was still trying to put on a splint because there's not much he can do with a rolled ankle in that situation. And we got to Thieves Landing before the little pervert was like, "Wait, you're not the right Cordelia." And I said, "No, I suppose I'm not." And then he untied me. Or he didn't untie me. He picked me up off of his horse and said, "Well, I suppose I need to drown you now." And I said, "Why do we need to do that?" And he said, "Well, because you see my face."
Is he truly about thigh height to Dr. Howlett, like you said?
Yes.
So what is that, like shoulder height to you?
Nearabouts, yes.
Have you considered kicking him?
Well, he had me hogtied, so my ankles and my hands were bound.
Right.
And he threw you in the water.
No, he didn't get to that point. We were walking towards the water, and Mr. Howlett rode up, and he got distracted by Mr. Howlett and threw me on the ground and pulled out his gun. And then Mr. Howlett talked to him, and then they got distracted, I suppose, and ran off, and that was that.
Just another day in the Wild West.
Well, and he did ride off shooting his gun, so that was an interesting phenomena.
Did you report it to the law?
I tried to alert the law, but there seems to be none around. I need to telegram the other Cordelia in war.
And there she goes. Do you kind of feel like you need to watch her almost? Like she needs to be supervised?
Just about as much as I need to be supervised.
Should I be watching y'all both?
Probably. I just made 15 bandages. Where'd they go? There they are.
In your pockets. They went in your pockets. I'm gonna follow her to the post office and make sure she's alright.
Yeah, I still need to check mine. Shears, you coming? You're gonna stay here for a bit?
Sure, I'll come.
Alright. I never realized that they were French doors. You see them dogs on top of that stable over there? See the dogs on top of the stable?
What about the stable?
You see the dogs on top of it?
Oh, no I didn't.
Did you know you could cook in the stove?
Yes.
This is incredible.
Yes.
I have
Oh,
never seen a cookbook this detailed since my grandma.
When I have to look.
You can make just about anything in there.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of recipes in that wood stove in there. Apparently you can cook in it.
You ain't ever done that before?
I mean, clearly not.
That's how we have to make sugar to make the treats that we make in the doctor's office.
In the wood stove in the post office?
Well, actually, there's a broken down stove next to the grocery, but you know, the
Broken
general
down.
store. I mean, yeah, broken down stove next to the general store. It's not connected to anything, but we don't question.
You know what? I'm gonna call it the grocery.
But it's got a stove that we make the sugar at.
Where do you get the sugar cane from?
Farmers.
Oh, can we go to Guarma to get that, I wonder? I think Guarma just has the bananas, coconuts, and cocoa, right?
I have
yes,
no
we can
idea.
actually grow sugarcane ourselves.
Oh, okay.
You can also buy it at the general store if you wish to, but it just
I
depends.
did say farmers, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yes.
you said farmers.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
farmers
farmers.
market is where you buy the seed for things.
I just thought Guarma immediately because of all the damn sugar cane you walk through.
That makes sense.
I do believe they may be exporting that to the East Coast, where they can get a better price.
Yeah. I'm not yawning, you're yawning. Did some gator hunting last night. It was actually real
Oh.
peaceful.
Good. And how did that go for you?
It was pretty good. Lucrative, I'd say. I wish there was a trapper closer to the swamp, but it gave me a reason to come back here and go to sleep.
Yes, that is true. There's a trader in Saint Denis.
Was a pelt trader there?
Mm-hmm.
A trapper? Okay, I didn't know that.
I can show you where it is. I discovered them earlier in my search for a place to cook in Saint Denis.
Is he in that farmer's market place back in the towards the east side? The east side, I suppose.
Yes, like a block or two behind the offices.
Okay.
Doesn't Miss Carlisle have one also? Somewhere, I thought.
Miss Carlisle has her own trapper.
Oh no, I'm talking about farmers market.
Oh, yes, she does. It's up the one
By Emerald Ranch?
Yes, on the Heartlands. She has a stall in that farmers market over there.
I keep trying to meet up
It's
with
a
her because I
lovely
got
little
lots of
place
herbs.
if you end up going.
She's great at eluding me. Those dogs are gonna bother me. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come back here. Get off of the roof. Get off of the roof. Off of the roof. Where'd he go? Who needs to herd cats when you can herd coyotes? Right?
I
Yeah.
believe we may have to kill it.
No! You got a lasso on
know.
you?
No.
Where do we buy those? Are they here at the stable?
Maybe you can also ask Mrs. Shear's husband, see if he has one on him.
Hey Shears, you got a lasso?
I could go get one.
Do you buy them here in the stable or are they at the general store?
They're at the general. Actually, the gun store, I think.
Oh. All right, there you go. Yeah, get off. Yeah, go over that way. Go over that way. Yeah, go that way.
I don't think kicking it is your best solution there, Mr. Green.
No, you know, I just tried to nudge it off the roof. It's all, you know, it wasn't meant to be a hard kick, okay? I don't want to hurt it more than that. They're supposed to land on all fours, right? Oh! Could have sworn I just seen him go off the roof, but nope, my eyes deceived me. He's still up here.
I remember there being two of them up there. I don't know how there's only one now.
Yeah, I remember seeing two, too.
So it's
Oi. Come on, go over that way. There you go. This dumb dog. Oh, he's got the zoomies. Alright, come over there. Other side there, doggo. Oh, here it comes. Alright, stay there. Stay there, dog. Nope. I'm surprised he hasn't nipped at me yet.
well, luckily I've got splints, so you'll be all right.
Nope, going over that way. Go on. There you go. Oh. I don't think he's lassoable. Is that even the word, lassoable? Did I try to get in the way on purpose so he lassos me? Oh, almost got me.
I think it's too nimble for your lasso.
Yeah, I might have to kick him again. Hoo-yah! No.
He's just sleeping.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just sleeping. He's just asleep. He's just sleeping.
Miraculous. Outstanding.
See,
You
now
went
he's
up
gone.
there to save the damn thing's life, and then you bring it down and take the skin. The natural order of things.
Waste not, let not, I guess.
Excellent.
Fall.
What'd you do today, Boone? You know, I chased a coyote on top of a roof for
Let me get my horse near you.
several
so I can
minutes.
Kick you.
Let it be known that I've
I
warned
got
the
bit
game.
by a beaver.
You got what? A bit by a beaver.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Triss, hi.
Do you mind
Welcome
if we
back.
go over to the
Hello.
offices?
Yeah, we can do that.
Sorry, we were.
I should have said hi. I read your thing.
Oh, you're fine.
She almost needed a ladder to get up on that horse.
Yeah, the Clydesdale's about as tall as mine.
Well, biscuits.
You want to hop on? I'll take you back to the doctor's office.
I suppose. Oh, yeah. Wow.
I think you slipped off. I get it, you know, the rear end's a little wet right now from the rain.
That guy's looking really hard at his wagon over there. Is there a rattlesnake in the street? What's going on?
I have no idea.
Let us fix 1-7. Yeah, the first time I had the enchiladas, I was surprised how much they fill you.
Who doesn't restock their weapons case when they leave out of town? You should do that, dude. Miscellaneous. Reinforced lasso. $14. I'll take it. What else? Ammo. Weapons. Melee. I have a knife. I have a lantern.
I put some other stuff in there too, like apple
Ooh,
juices
okay.
and stuff in there too for people who want something a little bit cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be lowering the prices in my saloon now that I'm set up and established. I just had to have some help growing and
Oh,
stuff.
congrats,
and then
you're a proud
obviously
owner
had
of a
to
lasso
pay
now.
Yeah, I had to buy one.
the farmers and whatnot, you know.
Oh no, I understand that.
So now that I'm established and I can
That way
kind
if
of
I,
farm for myself now,
get a deer in the water, I
my
can pull it
prices
out.
are going to be lowering for my saloon.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
Especially
that's
with all
lovely
the
to hear.
hunting too. I've been paying hunters to help me, and now
Yes.
I have excessive amounts of meat. So
Oh, well, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, so I'll be dropping my prices down like another $1 or so.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, I like you said, the prickly pear lemonade is much like the enchiladas. If I've gotten absorbed in my work all day and I've quite forgotten to take a sip of anything, the prickly pear lemonade will save me before I fall over.
I
Alright,
made
for
it for
yawning
the
so
people
much,
down in the
guys.
desert in mind, you know? Like, you get
Mhm.
thirsty real quick down there, so...
Yes, all the heat, all the dust.
Mm-hmm. And I
That's
wear
gotta
black
come off.
most of the time, which is a little dumb living down there, but hey, is what it is.
I mean, I wear black just because it doesn't show stains, and
Exactly.
you know, we get our calls out there, and that's when I pay the price. But
Mm-hmm.
it's the most practical solution.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for the business. If you ever want to set something up where it's like a reoccurring thing, I can have stuff like already ready. So just let me know if you ever want to like set up a schedule.
Yes, I want to see how long these last first,
Of
and
course.
then I can have more of a better judgment of what that sort of schedule should look like.
Sounds good. Luckily, I had just made stuff last night, so I was like, I should have enough.
I
No,
can't.
perfect. Yes. Once I get a good idea of how fast the items go,
Ooh,
I
yawning
will
too
let
much,
you
guys.
know, and
Like, there's
can
no
set
way
up
I could be
a regular schedule,
saloon
which will make
owner.
it easier for you.
Of course.
Like,
All
I would
right.
never
Thank
leave
you
it.
very much.
Thank you so much.
But
Go
here I
put
am
these in
standing
the
on a
show
corner
notes.
next to the doctor's office because I'm waiting on a fucking call. Once I actually get to be by myself and solo on duty, I'll be hunting or just out and about waiting for something to happen. But since there's 3 of us, just kind of waiting on a call so we can do training. It's the most invigorating RP I know, guys. Sorry.
Oh,
Um,
so sorry.
I put food and drinks in the shelves.
Oh, goody.
So if
Can I
we're
actually
ever,
have some of that?
yeah, go for it. I got the prickly pear lemonade and the enchiladas.
That is a bright white horse.
Very
It
good
certainly
art.
is.
Get the prickly pear lemonades out.
Better name is Midnight too, isn't it?
No, no,
Yeah,
it's not.
so those are there in case you're ever having one of those days and you just can't seem to catch a break, or you're around when saloon owners are around.
I realized only moments ago that I'd forgotten to eat, so
So
I
wonderful.
dabbed a snack.
Hey, John, what's your horse name?
Kelpie.
Of course, his name is Kelpie.
No, it's Midnight.
Yeah, all right.
Kelpie, like seaweed.
No, like the mythical creature.
Oh, I didn't read that book. Oof. Oof. Doc, how long are you gonna be awake for?
A while, I suppose.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
I was gonna say it sure is
Oh.
How come Dr. Hal could say it, but I can't?
You become a doctor and you can say it. I got throwing knives.
Do you know how to
I didn't
use
even
them?
know we could have throwing knives.
That's some pretty fancy
let
work you
me-
got there. Here, let me
Let me get out of your way.
no, let me get in the way. I want to stand right.
They're fake knives, right? You hear that, Boone? She said that they're real knives.
Oh, yeah, just like my knife was real.
You
Oh
don't.
no, these are real. And I will not be throwing one at you.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
You're correct, I wouldn't.
Not unless it was a quieter night than tonight, you wouldn't.
Why do you want to get a knife thrown at you?
Well, Miss Shears needs some exercise. I need some exercise.
You know, it's true, but I'm not willing to get knifed so that Mr. Green can have some practice as a doctor.
No, and I would hope that you wouldn't volunteer to be knifed.
Hey, darling, would you mind volunteering to be knifed so that we can get some practice as a doctor?
Nobody is being nice. Nobody is being nice.
Yeah, I got nothing better to do.
Well, I mean, the thing about volunteering to be knifed is you'd have to be able to throw the knife and hit one of us.
Is it bad?
Probably not great. I do believe that is in there. Oh, and it
Oh.
fell out.
It fell out.
That's good.
I
This is a
pulled
good
it out.
thing,
Am I
right?
supposed to do that?
No, you don't pull it out. You leave
No.
it in.
Well, you wanted practice, so
There you go, Mr. Green.
There
I give
you go, Mr.
permission
Green.
to treat my husband.
All right. Well, let's go inside because the street's dirty. No, don't poke at it either. You're gonna make it worse. What's wrong with you? All right. I guess you're gonna have to remove your shirt and your vest so I can see the wound better. Now, it went deep enough to stick, so definitely going to need some stitches. Hopefully it didn't hit any internal organs. But the funny thing is I can't do the stitches, doctor.
no. No, you haven't quite learned yet.
Nope. But I would do an over-under stitch if I had to.
I mean, I'm here supervising you, so you may. On your own, I won't. You're not allowed to do stitches. But if I'm supervising, I'm okay with that.
Now,
All right.
Would this be considered a perforating wound or an avulsion?
Perforating. I believe.
I do kind of have this flap hanging here. Could you sew that back on?
Oh, do you have a flap there? Then yeah, that's.
Okay. Well, I guess we kind of have to poke around to see if there's anything internal done, right? Well, here.
Yes, you can check to see if there's any venous bleeds, which, considering the nature of the bleeding, I believe there would be.
You might consider pressure and/or a packing bandage.
Yeah, I'm pulling it out now to pack that for you, and then we'll get some saline and rinse it out. All right, this might feel a little stingy, but it's just because it's cold, okay?
Knife was cold.
I know she was holding it in her hand long enough. It looked like it was pretty warm to me.
Did you feel it?
No, I didn't feel the knife. I just looked at it.
I felt it.
Well, that ain't nothing. I've punched him harder than this.
All right, hold that bandage there just for a second. I got to get the needle and thread out because I don't carry it with me since I can't do it on my own.
On your own.
All right, I got that. Really difficult when you're standing up, but that's fine. We'll figure it out.
Would you like me to sit?
Honestly, I think most of my patients will probably be laying down if I'm stitching up their stomach.
Well, here.
Okay, then. He is now lying down gracefully on the floor.
Yes, we do have beds in the back, but I believe the floor can work.
Rinsing it here, and then we'll start stitching it up. Does it matter top to bottom to top when you're doing the stitches?
Not typically, as long as it's consistent.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to go from the bottom to the top and then do the middle. All right. All right, just about done. Gonna get the snippers out and I'm letting the whole town know about this. I'm just gonna talk my indoor voice. All right, now I'm just gonna finish it off here, snip it. And we're gonna put another bandage on it. All right. Now, would we give him some laudanum, or?
That depends on the patient. Seeing as this is the one of our wardens, you can ask him if that is what he prefers, but he might want to not have a pain medication that muddles the mind while on duty. In which case, you can offer him a salve for the pain as a topical option, and then a tea with willow bark, white willow bark for pain.
To be frank with you, I'm gonna be, as his wife, I'm gonna say something here.
Yes.
He's resting after this. I'm not letting him go back to work, so we're heading to camp after he's
No,
up.
if I get stabbed by another man or woman, Miriam, then I'm off duty at that point, and whiskey would be fine.
Alrighty then. Alright, well, I'll get you you know what? I can go get you a bottle of whiskey, but I want to get you a salve and that tea she was talking about.
Excellent. Should I stand up now?
Yes,
Yeah,
you may if
slowly.
you feel comfortable doing so. Yes.
Wait. 2 of those. All right. What is your lucky number?
It is 40.
All right, I'm handing over the tea and the salve.
And then in this instance as well, since he didn't get knocked down, make sure that you give him a bandage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Appreciated.
There you are. Thanks for the practice, Doc.
Yeah. Who mops up in here, by the way? Is that Dr. Green?
Sometimes.
All right.
Perfect.
What if she had said it was like me or her?
Hang on.
Damn.
Oh, well, I guess we got our answer.
Put your shirt back on.
This has got to violate some sort of doctoral do no harm.
Oh, this most definitely does. I was also talking about myself and knife, not your wife. I need to go to the postmaster.
Guess I'll apply this last bandage on myself.
Yeah, that one'll be you.
I am about to head off to camp, so.
I am about to do the same. I hope that this has been excellent practice for you. My gut should feel better in the morning.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you for letting me do that. That was great. Appreciate it.
And don't forget to write the medical report.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure to
you
start
highlight
off
the
with.
part where he volunteered.
I was just gonna highlight the part where he got a knife thrown by Dr. Kent.
That too, but he did volunteer.
Dr. Kent's knifing skills in the middle of the Blackwater Street. That way, if the law needs to see it too, they can see it.
Yeah, right. Of course. Well, I mean, it's not any worse than shooting the sheriff right in the guts. So she's got a few stories under her belt now.
Wow.
All right, I'm out.
All right. Good night.
Good evening.
Good night, Shears. No, I want to do the doctor. I want to do the report right now while I'm thinking about it. Got people shooting off fireworks out here.
Lawman, a couple counties over. See his gun so wild it cracks a shot like lightning.
I'll be damned. I heard that gang's been roving these parts again.
Well, I ain't the least surprised.
All right, Mr. Green.
Hi there.
Hello. How did you feel dealing with that knife wound earlier?
Honestly,
Or
it felt
no.
easier than that head wound I dealt with, honestly.
That's fair. Couple of notes. You do want to make sure if there is a venous bleed of some sort that you repair that. This is more of an advanced thing, but it doesn't hurt to go over this now.
Okay.
You want to check for venous bleeds in case it's not an artery, right? They won't bleed out. However, closing the wound without dealing with the venous bleed first will lead to complications and could lead to them eventually very slowly bleeding out. So you do want to check for those. If they have any, then you want to fix that up. When it comes to closing up damage, catgut sutures are, well, Miss Evelyn likes them overall, and I'm not going to tell you which one to use, except in the case of internal wounds. So anything that is deeper in that you're closing up, such as if there was a venous bleed, you will use catgut sutures. However, you have to be careful. You have to use specific suture techniques that Miss Evelyn and I are researching right now on which one leads to the least amount of scarring. Because the issue with catgut sutures is since they come from a dehydrated natural source of something, animal wise, right? Either sheep or cow or some such thing. Dehydrated things tend to want to be rehydrated when introduced to fluids, and the body is a sack of fluids, if you will. So when you use a catgut suture, they are more prone to swelling during the healing process, which does aggravate the wound a bit. Not in a way that's necessarily dangerous. It just does increase the chance of scarring. So but the good thing is because they are a natural source, they absorb naturally back into the body. So
Okay.
they're good for internal closures. So if you get something as a bear attack, correct, where there's not necessarily any venous bleeds, there probably is going to be, however. But you do have intermuscular damage that you need to stitch up. You can't just leave. Catgut sutures are the best for the internal damage, because that way you don't have to open anyone back up to remove them. So catgut sutures are what we use for internal damage. For anything regarding a vein, you have to use a specific stitch to reduce the damage, the scarring that will incur. Now, this is where Evelyn and I differ. I prefer when it comes to anything topical. So now you've fixed the internal damage and you're stitching up the outer skin. I'd like to use a silk suture. It does need to be removed after a time. But because it does not have that same nature of catgut, it will not swell and irritate the wound as it heals, which leads to minimal scarring.
Okay.
Now you still can use catgut on a topical suture as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Miss Evelyn likes to use it because then patients don't have to worry about coming back and getting stitches removed. It's just it does, like I said, it aggravates the wound and promotes scarring, and in most cases, most people don't want a huge scar running across their body.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
And I will say, it doesn't necessarily promote infection, but in a topical sense, it does increase the chance of infection because of the irritation slowing down the healing process of the wound. So, in my opinion, silk sutures are best for topical use. However, if you want to use catgut, I will not stop you. It is Miss Evelyn's preference, and there seems to be a decent amount of people who prefer to not have to come back in for sutures to be removed. So,
oh yeah, I mean,
I don't give them a choice. I use silk, but
well, if you think about it, I mean, as you said, when things get dehydrated, they're looking for hydration, such as water and whatnot. And if it's going to hold the water more than others, water will also increase chance of infection, wouldn't it? Since, I mean,
yes,
it has more opportunity to create bacteria.
that is exactly the the problem is, besides slowing the healing process by aggravating the wound itself, which internally is less of an issue.
I don't think
if the
bacteria would have been a thing back
topical
then.
is safe from infection, correct? But if the topical is not safe from infection, then that is where the problem lies. We don't want contagions getting in. And they do tend to be able to stick around when there is dampness in the wound, which is why we tell patients to keep their bandages dry.
Right, and those salves also kind of help with that too, right?
Mhm.
Like you
The
just put the
salves help
salve on it
seal
and
it
then
off. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing. So when I finish off a topical wound, such as sutures and all that, I like to do a brief little. I add a bit of diluted iodine to kill any bacteria that may be there, and then
Right.
I put the salve on top to seal it.
All right, so diluted iodine and then a salve
Mhm.
after that.
Mm-hmm. Because
Okay.
pure iodine is a bit too strong on its own. It can chemically burn the skin. But if you dilute it with saline, it will still do its job in a less abrasive manner.
Makes sense. Okay.
So I make my own little bottles of about a 10% iodine solution. And I keep those in my bag. And then I will just put that over the wound and then apply the salve on top. Now, the salve that we have has herbs and such that help with inflammation and keeping infection at bay. And also, beeswax that we use still has the honey in it a little bit, not a ton. But honey has also antibacterial properties.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. I think I knew that part.
Yes, I think we've talked about that. But so the salve helps not only seal out the wound, but it has its own medicinal properties that help with the healing process.
Which is why we line our bandages with salve.
Which is why we line our bandages with our salve. And it is what makes them it is what makes them a step above the ones that you can buy at the general store or make out of your craft frontier guide. There you go.
Survival guide to the frontier.
Yes. Because that book will teach you how to tear a length of fabric and properly wrap it, but those aren't medicated lengths of fabric.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, them temperance women are back hounding us again.
That's what they're saying.
So you fell off a building.
Yes.
What building?
I believe. Well, I'm not quite sure. I was in Saint Denis. My memory is a little hazy on it. It's becoming a little bit better, but I believe I will either never completely remember the whole thing, or it may take a few more days. But I
Those
was.
are the best types of accidents.
Yes. I was with under the sheriff, Mr. Clyde, and he said that he had been on top of the bank, and he said, "You want to see the roof?" And I said, "Yes." And Mr. Cohen, the sheriff, was there and said that's against the ordinances, and we didn't listen, and we ran to the roof anyways. And I remember there was a wall that I was having trouble getting over because I'm so short, and I finally got over it. And then we started climbing up onto the roof next to the bank. And then Mr. Mr. Clyde did something, and then he screamed "go" at me for some reason. And then the next thing I know, I was waking up in the doctor's office with Miss Evelyn and Mr. Cohen.
What the? Okay. He yelled
And
"go."
Yeah, he was screaming "go" at me, and I don't know. All I heard from Mr. Cohen and Miss Evelyn and Mr. Blackwell was that Clyde ran up and said that he didn't push me off the roof, which is the most peculiar way to address that.
Yelling "go," and then he tells you at the very, "I didn't push you off the roof."
Well, he said to Mr. Cohen, "I didn't push her off the roof."
Oh, okay. Well, wasn't Mr. Cohen up there too?
No, it was just me and Mr. Clyde, I believe. Unless no, not Mr. Cohen, because Mr. Cohen told me that Clyde ran up to them, him and Mr. Blackwell, and said, "The good doctor is down. I didn't push her off the roof."
What the?
I ain't the least surprised.
He definitely pushed you off the roof. Oh,
Someone needs aid.
yeah, Timmy's telling me.
All right, let me grab my horse. Or actually, you grab your horse. What am I saying? Unless you want to take the reins on my horse.
West of Thieves Landing. All right. Do you mind if I take the reins?
Yeah, you can take the reins.
Come on, it's okay.
She's fully trained, so she has good stamina and such.
Oh yeah, she feels a lot different than my horse. Good girl.
To be fair, she was quite a good girl even before training. The trainer did tell me, he said, "She is such a joy to work with." Or she said, "She is such a joy to work with." And I said, "Thank you. She's a good girl."
Just south of the orchard, it looks like.
Oh, then we may have some sort of a wolf attack on our hands. Just in case. That bridge is not there.
Oh no.
I know.
Well, crud. Okay.
Yeah. the railroad one is, though. Oh, that's on the other side. Well, it indeed happens.
Do you think she could swim across?
Just make sure she's not tired first.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Oh, that's really not that bad.
Sorry. Hello?
Is this where the call came from?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Oh, right here. Oh, right here. Miss, can you hear me? All right. I'm gonna check pulse and breathe in here. All right. Yeah, she's got a quicker pulse than normal. She's breathing, but it's quickened.
So that will tend to happen in cases of trauma. The body is experiencing a rush of adrenaline.
Just looking over to see if there's any wounds that are obvious to the eye here. All right. Well, there's a gunshot wound, it looks like. I don't know if it's just a graze or not here in her side, so let me bandage it real quick or put some pressure on it so it stops bleeding. Sup up the blood here.
I would also flush out the wound with a bit of saline.
Yeah, that's my next attempt. Maybe that'll give me a bit better idea. Maybe. Yep, there's the bullet. It's still in there. All right. If I could still see it, means it's not too far in, obviously. Is it safe for me to remove here, or do we need to take her back before we remove it?
Well, I am going to handle removing a bullet, but I do believe we should take her back to the office.
All right.
For now, you can pack the wound if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll do that, but
her horse is over. I saw it.
I don't. Timmy just ran up to me with another one.
All right, that is actually perfect. I can take her back to the office.
All right, this one's just west of McFarland's ranch.
If it is anything that is going to require a suture or anything, bandage them up and bring them back to the office.
I could do that. Okay.
There's a road knight next to us, so you should be able to call for your horse.
All right, miss, if you could hear me, you're in better hands now with Dr. Kent. There's a bandage kind of holding that in place, and she'll get you got back where you need to be. All right, I want to call my horse. Thanks, Dr. Kent. Oh. I didn't even say the Q word. All right. Okay. I'm gonna get the horse away from you real quick. Pardon me, horse. All right. I am Boone Green. If you could hear me, I am here on the medical call. I'm just gonna listen for a pulse and check your breathe, or listen for some breathing and check your pulse here. I could hear you. I could hear you well. Put on an accent, feller. Hey, Tev, how you doing, bub?
I don't feel good.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what happened here. I was riding, and then I just woke up like this.
Appears to have passed out. Okay. Well, give me just a second here, and I'll get you up, and we'll figure out what's happening. Do you have any? Do you feel any kind of wounds or injuries other than probably just a head hurting from falling off the horse, or your back, or anything else?
My stomach hurt.
Your stomach. Okay.
I did drink some of that creek water down there by Blackwater.
Oh, why would you do that?
I was thirsty.
You don't have a canteen. All right. Well, let me get you up, and we'll get you situated here. Hold on.
I had some water bottles, but apparently the water wasn't too clean, I guess.
No, no. If you fill those bottles up in the river, it's still going to be dirty water.
What the hell am I supposed to do with them there?
There's water spigots all around
Okay.
Blackwater.
What makes it?
All right. I want to also make sure you don't have any fever. 1 second.
I hope I don't. I was feeling a little hot, but I mean, I don't know if that's just because I came down out of the mountains now, and now it's kind of warm out here.
All right, bear with me here just a second.
Okay.
You're going to feel quite a jolt here with me picking you up, okay?
Okay.
We're going to get you a different drink here too, hopefully.
I appreciate that. Holy shit. Give me 1 second here.
Yep.
Oh. Ah, fuck. I do feel a little better.
Good, good. Okay. Let me get you another drink here. I'll give you some of this lemonade I've got, and then
Okay.
yeah, let me. If you feel feverish, I got a cool cloth here as well. I could give you. I mean, The only thing I recommend using the river water for is refilling the water on this cloth to keep on your forehead or around your neck. Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right. So give. What, we're gonna give them 3 of these. All right. Here's that lemonade.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
All right, and there's that. Don't ask why it's damp. I usually just keep one with the in my pouch with the canteen water. I keep.
Yeah, I understand.
All right. What's your name? I gotta fill out some paperwork.
Name's Theo Cotolino.
Theo Cotolino.
Yep.
Right. Okay. I'm Boone.
Nice to meet you, Boone.
Nice to meet you too. Have you had any medical treatment here?
I have not. I usually do okay, but it's the first illness I had here.
Well, I'm glad it was this and nothing more serious.
But watch out, there is a black bear in the area.
How do you spell your last name, Mr. Cotolino?
T-O-T-I-L-L. I'm sorry, Tellino.
All right, and can I have your birthday, please?
10, 16, 18, something. I forget. 1826, I think.
All right. Well, now that
Something
makes
like
you
that.
about 72.
I am quite old.
Okay.
I'd have to think about that for a minute.
Take your time. What would you what would your profession be? What do you do out here?
I'm a blacksmith.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I'm out there in Blackwater apprenticing under Mr. Bo.
How old would you say you are?
Late 40s, early 50s.
All right,
I'm
so
about 49.
49. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
about 1839. Got it.
Yep. You're right.
No, it's 1849. I can't get my math either. 1849.
Hey, you know, it takes two to tango. Yeah, I'm afraid sometimes the memory, you know,
That makes sense.
might have taken one or two spills off the old trusted Steve here. I'm just gonna grab him a cube real quick.
That's fine. Go for it. I'm just gonna finish this up here.
Excuse me, where do you think you're going there, Steve? Here, Steve, eat this.
All right, now, if you feel like you're going to be sick, I recommend coming to see us at the doctor's office there in Blackwater. You could end up getting some kind of poison or infection from the water you drink in the creek.
Okay.
Ultimately, we'd have to make you clean out your gut, and the only way we could do that is throwing up. So,
I don't want to do that again.
yeah, no, I don't doubt it. So yeah, we'll just keep I say keep an eye out, but definitely let us know if you start to feel ill again, and we'll try to help you out. We've got other ways to make you throw it up, and then we also have some tea, and actually I've got a, you know what, I got a sucker here in my pouch you could have. It's a honey lemon sucker. It actually will help with sore throat, so I imagine if you threw up, you would probably want this anyway.
Yeah.
So there you go on that. Yes, sir. We keep a supply of those, some mints. We also have some herbal teas. So if you start to feel sick, just come on by and we'll get you all fixed up.
All right. Cool.
All right. Well, glad it wasn't more serious. We actually just had another patient out here, just down the way. That I needed to help out when I got the call for you. So.
What's going on? There'll be something over here you don't like.
Yeah, maybe a snake.
It's okay, bud. It's okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep on heading out to where was I? Amarillo. I'm headed out to Amarillo.
Armadillo. All right.
Armadillo. That one.
Oh, safe travels. If something more, if you start to feel sick, just come on by Blackwater or in the office.
Yeah, we'll do. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Ask him who taught him to ride if it was his pappy, because he did a horrible job. Sorry, Tev. What's going on, man? All right. Well. Back to the doctor's office. That rabbit got in my way. There's usually wolves or maybe a cougar out here, so I'm on high alert. I heard a dog or a wolf, and I think I just heard a bear. Yeah, I want to get the fuck out of Dodge. Wait. Oh. How's she doing?
Pretty good. The wound fortunately didn't hit anything major. It just hit a bit of muscle, which I was sort of expecting for the area, considering that it didn't go very deep.
That's good anyway. Hmm. That looks like a rag doll. What the kind of are you? Get out of here. Mm-mm. Seeing you in action, it's like we didn't even have to talk about it earlier.
That does tend to be the way of things. I will say, with a patient such as her that has a bit of scarring, you do have to just be a little bit more sure with your needle movements. They're going to be a bit of resistance in the scarred flesh. It helps to have practice in that situation.
Oh yeah, no, I'd probably be poking all over trying to get a decent spot then. Glad you got this one. The call I got afterwards was a gentleman who fell off his horse. He drank too much of the creek water.
Wonderful.
Yeah, got him up, and he didn't seem to have a fever from it, but I still gave him a cool cloth to put around his neck just in case, and gave him one of the honey lollipops and some of my lemonade, and told him to stop drinking that and fill up his bottles with the spigot water out here. He didn't feel like he was going to get sick afterwards, so I told him if he needed to come by and we'd get him set up with some assistance getting the poison out. Hello again, Dr. Hallett.
Howdy. I walked out for 2 seconds. What'd I miss?
Dr. Kent's delicate work. Oh. The fuck? So many pouches. Do you need help with kind of lifting or moving around?
No, she's not too heavy, and the nice thing about the back having a dip is it kind of makes a little bit of a space for me
Gotcha.
to reach around. Yes.
A tunnel of sorts.
Will say this is not the job if you don't care for getting close to people. Physically, that is. I don't care about your emotional needs. That's outside of the job.
Stop breathing on me, Dr. Kent.
Oh, well, that isn't what I meant to grab. And then smelling salts are good, but overuse can be an issue, so I like to go with lavender oil if it works.
Okay. Lavender.
Hello there.
Good in.
Um, but I assume you're feeling quite sore at the moment.
A wee bit.
So unfortunately, there seemed to be somebody who had shot you.
Oh, I.
Thankfully, the bullet did not go very deep. It was lodged just above your hip. We were able to remove the bullet, and just a few stitches. There was a bit of muscle damage. I did close that up with catgut sutures, so those will absorb back into the body naturally. And I used silk sutures for the skin to help with the scarring, since that area is already so heavily scarred. Silk sutures do help with least amount of scarring damage possible. The sutures will need to be removed in a few days, depending on how the healing goes. I put an herbal salve on it that helps with the inflammation and helps protect against infection. If you need anything for the pain, I can help you out with that. We have a willow bark tea or laudanum.
Alright, and my head's swimming a wee bit. What do I do about that right now?
Your head's swimming, you say?
Aye, the room is swaying to and fro.
Makes sense considering you had a bit of a blood loss. Some
I feel like I'm not, full.
yes. Some
No,
no, it's probably the pain itself, so, or you might have also hit your head on the way down.
I think it might be the pain. A little bit achy. I know you don't have we don't have ways to quite treat people for that just yet here. Without giving them bandages themselves.
You. And then what's your particular number?
71.
There you go. And you can see if that helps for the pain.
Alright, it helped a little bit. Still a little sway, but I'm sure it will.
Yes, I'm also sure that isn't helped by the blood loss you experienced. So I will say, eat some foods that are rich in iron and make sure that you are drinking plenty of fluids.
Oh, that reminds me. Oh, it's got 10 out of 10. I didn't fill this up recently. What the hell?
All right. I was actually meant to meet someone at my landing, so I might go that way. I think my horse, he's not doing so well. It's all right though. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Feel better.
Thank you.
All right. I need to go to Saint Denis.
It's crazy.
Okay.
You
Have a good time.
come along. Thank you. I got a
I
call
was
while
about
I
to
was
say,
in
you
the
let your
middle
horse
of
get
that.
dirty.
Oh, you say you got a call?
Yes, I got another call while I was treating that patient.
Alrighty then.
Yes. Next time you want to use the keyword, I will murder you.
Yeah,
I
I see it.
Yeah, welcome to the consequences of your actions. It's a terrible time.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I don't know, just 3 back to back.
Welcome. This is the true meaning of a medical shift. This is that moment where we have food in our cabinets in case you were the only person around, you were starving, and you did not have time to go to a saloon.
Well, thank you for making sure we have food, Dr. Kent.
Oh yes, well I'm not going to have you all starve in the name of work. Really being in charge of things is mostly just taking care of that, making sure that everyone is taken care of, everyone is following the rules, everyone is keeping to certain standards, and that I myself can follow those standards. Well, I mean, if I set the standards, then like obviously I'm following them, but making sure that everyone is following the standards, I suppose, and then everyone's getting trained. That's the other part.
Would we handle a wolf, like, claw and scratch and tear, similar to like a knife wound? I guess that'd be a stab wound, not I don't know. I have to do some more reading.
Repeat the first part?
Like if it's an animal attack,
Mm-hmm.
would that be handled similarly to a knife attack?
It depends. A knife attack, it depends on what the wound, the injury sustained actually was. So if it's like someone stabbed straight in, that's going to be handled a bit differently than if it was a slash.
Right, okay.
So if it's a slash mark sort of knife wound, then it would be handled quite similar. If it is a more of an inserted knife wound, then that's going to be handled a bit differently. It also depends on the length of the knife.
Did you get that lady's name?
I do know her name, not as in I know how to pronounce it. But I have seen her around, and I do know who she is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, if I see it in writing, I know her name. I met her once a while ago, and she has some posters up and about. She is the one who runs the saloon out of Goodfellow Landing, or Good Neighbors Landing.
Oh, okay.
I hate that I slow down next to stagecoaches and other riders. It irks me.
Yeah, I wish you could just train your horse not to do that.
I really wish I could as well. Because I don't need to slow down next to those. I specifically need to keep going.
Like this one?
Oh, like that one. And now I have...
Everything okay? Oh, stamina.
No. After trying to kick my horse so many times, I felt a bit sticky.
Oh. I don't even see spurs.
Oh no, I don't believe in spurs. And I hate thunder.
Oh my goodness.
so sorry. We had quite a few calls, all back to back.
You're all good.
What happened?
Hatchet.
What?
Hatchet.
Okay. Well,
Dr.
Mr.
Green.
Would you like
Ah,
to
there-
take this one?
Sure, yeah, I could do this. Alright, well, obviously the hatchet's not there, or...
I removed it. It's behind you. Oh, it's... Hang on, wait. It's not there. 1 second.
Alright.
There you go.
I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna put some saline over it. Might feel a little stingy, but it's actually just cold.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
I'm relatively numb.
what were you doing with a hatchet?
It wasn't my hatchet.
Whose hatchet was it?
Someone was selling something, and I caught him.
Huh. And did they stay caught?
No.
Oh, your lot. Oh, but it happened in the West.
In the west, he's in the east.
I know, that's why I can't report it to him. I need to wait for the Western law to be awake.
I feel like you're accident prone, Sheriff. Doctor, I might actually I need to step away for just a minute. Something is going on and I gotta tend to it. I apologize.
No, that is fine. So you've cleaned the...
Yeah, it's cleaned up. I was just looking through it. I couldn't tell how bad the damages were just
no
by
problem.
looking at it. Sorry.
Go handle your
Demons.
affairs.
Yeah, not fun. Oh. Oh. Can you do me a favor and estimate how long I'm gonna have to stay in off shotgun? Because I really want to pump that little fucker full of lead right now. God damn it. Also, I think I notified you twice. I apologize about that. I still unfortunately don't believe that, but I apologize for your coincidence. Yeah, well, other than this, it's been a pretty quiet night for myself. Oh, fuck. Are you okay? Shit, maybe I will have to make an actual wanted poster.
Sorry, chat. Wife's dropping dishes upstairs.
I'm glad you're okay.
So sorry.
Howdy.
All right. This is going to be the part that hurts.
Just do it. It can't hurt as bad as being hit with it. Oh, fuck, I lied.
Yes, you did.
Shit.
Did she get better at lying there, or Sheriff?
Why? I don't like lying. Fuck. God damn.
It shows.
Did you write a report on that patient that you treated?
Which one?
The one that you handled out by the McFarland Ranch.
I have not yet. No, I'll do that right now. I got
Yes.
I got his record created. I just didn't actually write the report.
No, that's perfect. I was just reminding you.
But yeah, no, it was little fucking bastard. He was selling out by the stables. Some fella told me about it. Went down there and spotted him behind some feed bags. So I went to approach, nothing in my hand. Saw he had a hatchet, so I pulled my revolver, named it, told him to drop the hatchet. He stood up and threw it at my shoulder. What the fuck was that?
What?
I swear I just heard somebody scream like they fell.
No.
I heard a horse whinny. Did it again just now.
All right. And now for the skin. So, again, pain.
Yay.
Don't say yay to that.
Yay.
All right.
Fuck. God damn.
mean it's my turn to make you go off duty?
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Guess what? Now you're stuck with me tonight. Congratulations. Or however long
Wonderful.
you're still around for.
It's been fairly
I swear
busy.
to fucking God.
It's been fairly
Okay.
busy here, so
Thank you. That made it a lot less painful.
yeah, I'm getting ready to go to bed. So I could have done it. I could have done it.
I don't believe in such things, but I wouldn't be reminisced to watch her fucking beat the lights out of you.
You barely know me.
Well, that's what makes it funnier. She knows it, I don't.
No.
Anyway, on your travels, watch out for a fellow with white boots.
White boots.
Stark, like frost white boots.
Okay, probably can't miss those.
And he's real short. Long hair.
You talking about the pervert?
No. The pervert has a green hat. Looks like a child.
Had need of a vet, but no doctor needs tonight. Looks like you had quite a few calls. This is the third one. Technically, fourth one, because we got practice on shears. Hi, Lady Frog. I seen you lurking. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Hi. Hello.
All right. This will burn a little bit.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm never gonna get used to these fucking pains, man. Then again, I'm never gonna get a hatchet thrown at me again. I hope. Fuck.
No, I
The
do
shock.
hope not.
I swear to God, I saw white.
Yes, probably from the intense amount of pain that you were in.
I shot at him. I don't think I hit him.
Made money with wallpaper.
It was also really hard to aim when I had a fucking hatchet in my shoulder.
Yes, I imagine so.
What's your estimation? How long do I have to be off duty?
2 to 3 weeks.
That's insane.
Actually insane.
Day or two, depending on how the wound is healing.
I can do that. Fucking, I also have to let Wes know about this fella.
Oh, God. Ran out of space.
That smells nice.
Yes. Well, there's mint in there, so it does help with the smell.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Green, do you know your telegram?
AV-74, I believe. I have to go double check it.
Okay, yeah. I like having the doctors all kind of in my contacts.
Actually, I think it's in my own patient record, isn't it? Hold on. Nope, it is not. I'll run and get that real quick. I'll check it out.
Yeah. I also need Miriam's
Oh, okay. I could get shears for you too.
and McKinley's, I think. Shit, I need so many.
Actually, I don't know if I know Miriam's. I'll find out if I do.
Thank you, Green.
I wish I could tell what people's things were. Could have sworn they were in here. AV-74. Okay. AV-55. Okay. Alright, it's not in here. Telegrams. Bam! Yep, 013. Okay.
No, when you do a fairly good job at it.
Howdy, Dr. Green.
Howdy.
Apprentice Green or Dr. Green?
Nope, not
Apprentice.
doctor.
Gotcha, so Mr. Green for now.
Yeah, that'd be great. I don't know about that either.
What you mean?
I don't think I have enough patience of both versions.
Really? I don't have enough patience for your bad jokes.
That's all right.
It was really bad.
No, I mean, I don't know. I never walk out the door thinking, you know what, I'm going to be a doctor. It's more of, you know what, I want to help somebody today.
You walk out saying, "God damn it, another day of this shit."
No, it's far too busy for that.
So, do you want that?
I suppose I'll have to take it as evidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
You gonna disinfect the countertop there too?
Yes, I am.
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh. I was...
I'm injured. I can't use that arm. Sorry. It's a shame. The apprentice will have to do it, Dr. Kent.
Oh, it's filthy. It's filthy.
The apprentice will have to do it, Dr. Kent.
Gretchen.
Who?
Oh, have you not met Gretchen?
No.
Oh,
You'll never
meet
forget her
Gretchen.
once you meet her.
Sorry, that name spooked me for some reason.
I wonder.
This Gretchen.
Oh. The one you said had wonderful breasts.
She does have wonderful breasts.
I apologize, Miss Gretchen, for the way that they speak about you to your face. It is,
Her
it
eyes
seems
are up
quite-
there.
Right, I'm so sorry.
When me, Miss Miriam, and Miss Evelyn all met Gretchen, we sat here and complimented her, and she was quite fine with it. We have an understanding. The men, however, cannot talk to her like that.
Understand. You have gorgeous hair. Black hair. Gorgeous black hair.
All right. Do you want these Telegram numbers?
Yes. Give me just a moment.
Would you like me to write you a note with them so that way you have them written down?
Yes, that would be so much easier. I'm sorry. It just you have my federal. If you could do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was so quick.
It's like I already wrote them down and drawn it on a piece of paper.
Incredible. All right,
Yeah.
and that's you, Shears, Evelyn. Is there any other doctors I don't have? You, Shears, Evelyn, Miss Kent.
Do you have Howlett? I don't know Howlett's.
I do have Howlett's.
Okay. And then I guess there's another apprentice somewhere out there that I haven't met
If
yet.
I don't see her for a few more days, she's getting fired. So
Yeah, I'll wait till she's around.
All right. And then the other Shears, I could probably get you his, but he's a warden, a game warden.
I think I have his. I spoke to him the other day.
Okay, very goodly.
He's a kind man. Does not spend enough time with Miss Miriam, which clearly she's getting a little upset about it. But you know.
Oh
well, she also is in her apprenticeship, so
it's true.
It makes things a bit difficult.
Dr. Kent might have also helped with him getting some time at the camp without working at least for a day.
Okay, you volunteered him. He said yes.
Wait, no, hold on. I volunteered first, and you said no, and then he volunteered, and it was fine. So I don't know what's happening.
Because I cannot have a doctor volunteering themselves as a meat target.
Her throwing knives worked just fine.
Miss Kent.
He volunteered.
We learned our lesson with the gun. What is wrong with you?
He volunteered. I said no multiple times.
I said she wouldn't do it.
No? You know what's great about no? You can keep saying it.
Well, then Mr. Green here said that I would have to be able to actually aim and throw in order to hit him.
Yeah, it's like somebody's antagonizing her and making her think she couldn't actually do it. Or she wouldn't actually do it.
No, it was the couldn't. Wouldn't is not an issue. Couldn't is an issue.
It's like I called her chicken or something.
Incredible.
Anyways, I got some practice on stitching up wounds,
Yeah.
so that was good. And then I thought, that was going to be it for the night because it's been so busy. And then I said the Q word, and bam, 3 more calls.
Back to back. Actually, overlap. Not even back to back. We
Overlapping.
Went on one call,
Yep.
got another call, and then still taking care of the first patient. Got your call, which is not your fault. It took us a bit to get here, though.
You're all right. I tried to see this fella. He gave me some laudanum, and that was it. Well, it wasn't even that much. It was like a teaspoonful.
He said, "Here, just a little sip."
Yep. Tastes
Well,
like
he
ass.
is
I hate
very stingy. Well, yes, it's not good.
No. But yeah, I sat there. I pulled out the hatchet. I know that's not a good thing. I'm not supposed to do that. But God, it was killing me just sitting in there. Pulled it out and sat there holding my shoulder for a good while.
I'm glad you pulled out to attach it. You gave her more work.
Mr. Green, I do appreciate you in this movie.
You've such a large nose. It'd be so easy to break. It'd be so easy to break.
Oh, Mr. Green, I do believe you're my favorite apprentice.
I won't tell anybody.
Thank you.
Not sure how I talk like that with a cup in my mouth, but you know what? I'm not going to tell anybody that either.
I have a telegram.
I have a bedtime.
All right.
Good night.
That is true. You do have a bedtime.
Yep. It's going to be a nice quiet sleep. Good night.
You!
Good night, Cohen. All right, chat. I'm going to bed. Thank you guys all for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate you guys. It was fun tonight. I got some practice in. I got a lot of stuff done. I will not be live again until after probably... Maybe I'll be live Saturday. I doubt it. Friday for sure no, since it's the holiday. But yeah. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I appreciate it. Triss coming in, Trev coming in, Tev, not Trev. Wow, Tev and Lady Frog. Thank you all. It's been great. We'll see you guys all next time.